Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaadhyayiniim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshini. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3. We'll chant the first two verses together. Arjuna Uvacha. Together. Arjuna Uvacha. Jayasi chet karmanaste. Mata buddhir janardana. Tatkim karmani ghore mam. Niyojayasi keshava. Vyamishrenev vakyena buddhim mohayasiva me tadekam vada nishchitya yena shreyohamapnuyam. The third chapter begins with this question by Arjuna. He says, O Lord, He Janardana, He Keshava, if according to you knowledge is superior to action, then why are you pushing me into such a terrible action like fighting the war? And by your mixed up statements, as though you are confusing me, I am not able to clearly understand what you really want me to do. So my request is, please you decide what is the best way of attaining well-being for me, and you just tell me that. You just instruct me what I should do. Now, for those people who feel action and knowledge are two different things, this kind of question may arise. We often find, in the world, this question of how to bring about work-life balance. Now, why work-life balance is required? Because we feel work is separate, life is separate. So, which means when you're working, you're not living. And when you're living, you're not working. So, therefore, there are two different things, work and life, and you have to balance. Or you say professional and personal life, how do you balance? So, which means professional life is separate, personal life is separate. The point is, all of us are living one life. So, there is only one. We have to understand that yes, there may be various activities we may be undertaking, but the life that we are living is one. I am one, and my life that I am living is also one only. So if we consider certain things or certain aspects of my life as disjoint from each other, then I may want to find out what is better for me. I should do this or I should do this. For example, someone says that school is better or college. Now what kind of question is this? Oh, I just want to know whether I should study in school or whether I should study in college. Now, how is this a question? And you tell me, don't mix up things, You don't say that school is also good and college is also good and school is also necessary, college is also necessary. Don't say all those things. You tell me one thing, what is good? Now, if we say just one thing, okay, school is good. Oh, school is good. After 12th, I don't have to study. Or if we say college is good, then why am I studying school? Straight away, let me go to college. So this is what is the question. So here the question is like that. If we understand two aspects of the same life or the same path to be something completely disjoint and divorced from each other, this question will arise in our mind. Which one should I choose? Should I choose chawal or dal? What should I eat? Dal chawal. Don't mix up and confuse me, You tell me dal or chawal. One thing, I will eat that. I say, no, khichdi you eat. But the point is, it is not completely disjoint. It is not separate. We are living one life. Our life is complete. So you say, no, there are so many things, we are not able to, spirituality. I don't have time for spirituality. I don't have time for spirituality. Okay, then what are you using your time? I'm very busy with so many other activities. But spirituality is not one more activity. Spirituality is the way we do all activities. We live our life. So it is not something extra that, no, there is no time. I don't have any extra time for this. So therefore, this question, I am just translating this question or rephrasing this question in the modern context. So the Arjuna's question was not 5,000 years old. It is today also our question. So, oh Lord, please tell me. So here Bhagwan is answering this question very beautifully. So we read the third verse. Please repeat. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Lokesmin dvividha nishtha Pura prokta maya nagha Jnana yogena sankhyanam Karma yogena yoginam Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Shri Bhagavan, Shri Krishna now is answering this question, starting to answer. None of Bhagavan's questions are one-word answers. Which one is better? This one is better. No, not like that. He wants Arjuna to understand thoroughly what these two things are, what is their position in our lives, and how to make a decision. So he is only supplying information. So he is saying, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, what did he say? Asmin loke, in this world, among people, dvividha nishtha. There are two types of paths that can be followed. There are two options available. Okay. And who has given this option? It is there for everyone. Why did you not tell me before? Pura prokta maya. I have only told you before. When did you tell me? One is just in the previous chapter I told you. Second chapter itself he has told. But not just that. Pura word means ancient times I have told you. Long ago I have told you. Pura prokta means, so here Bhagwan Adishankaracharya Ji says that even when the creation came about, before that only Bhagwan gave these two options. These two paths he has laid down, he has offered for all of us to choose, for every jiva to choose. Bhagwan Shankaracharya Ji very elaborately deals with this in the introduction of the Bhagavad Gita itself. He says that there are two types of paths that are necessary to sustain this entire creation. This whole world is sustained by two things. And this is something very important for all of us. What are these two things? He says, one is called pravritti, action, and other is called nivritti, that is inaction, withdrawal. So, work and retirement, both. Pravritti, nivritti. These two are the essential activities or two paths to sustain this whole universe. And this is what Bhagwan is referring to. Pura Prokta, I have given you this knowledge long back. Means I have given to mankind this knowledge. The Veda has this understanding. Now this is very important. He says that these two are available, but it is not that I can choose whatever I want in any, according to my whims and fancies. No. It has to be for the specific eligible person, the path has to be chosen. So here in the second line of the verse he says, Jnana yogena sankhyanam, karma yogena yoginam. So what are these two paths? For those advanced seekers who are here referred to as sankhyanam, for them jnana yoga, the path of knowledge, has been given. And yoginam means the beginners, for them karma yoga. So for the beginners, for the seekers, karma yoga, and for the advanced seekers or those who have purified their mind and they're endowed with clear intellectual discrimination, for such people jnana yoga or the path of knowledge. So although these two paths are available as though equally available, but according to my eligibility, I have to choose one of them. So here pravritti, nivritti we were talking about. For everyone pravritti may not be right and for everyone nivritti may not be right. But both these are required. So for majority of seekers, pravritti is important. But for some, nivritti is the only way available. Now to understand this part, because here this concept is very important and very subtle. If we can get it, it will be beautiful. For anything to be, for example, for this body also needs maintenance, and maintaining this body, there are various things we do. Rest, food, exercise, all this is required for maintaining this body. Acha, so does that mean that rest means rest continuously all the time rest? That is going to spoil the body. Sustenance will not happen. Eat, so constantly eat. Then that also is not going to, that will spoil the body. It will be exactly counterproductive. Or exercise, keep on working out, that is also not going to. So pravritti, nivritti. So eat, then don't eat. Exercise, then don't exercise. Rest, then don't rest. So which we say that you work, you rest. That's why Puja Guruji very beautifully says in his Jivan Sutrani that don't rest worklessly and don't work restlessly. Means both are required. Then only the sustenance will be possible, whether it is of the body, of the life, of the society, of this whole universe. These two have to be there, pravritti and nivritti. Everything, if we see, we engage in something, then we have to disengage ourselves also. We cannot continuously keep doing any activity. So for whether it is a microcosm or the macrocosm, in both cases, I have to have both these pravritti, nivritti, both are required. So here, but according to my stage of evolution, I have done pravritti. Now, what is my stage? Nivritti. So this is a sequential path and not two parallel paths. This is what Bhagwan wants to indicate. So Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginam. Yes, path of knowledge is available, Arjun. It is available for whom? Sankhyanam. Those people who have done enough of Karma Yoga and already have gained the result of Karma Yoga, which is the purification of mind, the single pointedness of mind, the clarity of thinking that they have already got. Then for them, pursuit of knowledge is available. And when there is pursuit of knowledge, obviously the pravritti will reduce. Now, for example, we are discussing Bhagavad Gita. This is what we are doing right now is pursuit of knowledge. Because we are pursuing knowledge. How many of us are working now? So if somebody comes and says, what do you do in your ashram? Everybody is sitting on a chair and just listening. What a waste of time. Criminal waste of resources. You are sitting there and just listening. What is this? Do some seva. And we say, but this is seva only. Jnana pradhanena cha loka seva. So this is Jnanam also, this is also seva only, spreading of knowledge. What seva? Seva means what? You have to go feed the poor and then give them some education, help them. This is what everywhere it is considered as seva. This is not considered as seva at all. Why? Because there is no pravritti seen as such. But here also there is pursuit of knowledge. And when there is pursuit of knowledge, pursuit of action is lesser. This also involves action. There is like action of hearing, action of understanding, processing, insight, internalizing, all that is happening. But that is not visible. हाथ पैर नहीं चला रहे हैं, ऐसे बैठे हुए हैं, क्या मतलब है इसका? आलसी लोग हैं सब, भगवत गीता सुन रहे हैं बैठ के. This is the person, because pravritti is not seen, only nivritti. Obviously, when there is pursuit of knowledge, that pravritti will be lesser, and it has to be lesser. Even a school child, when the child is sitting and studying or doing homework, there is no pravritti. Sitting and doing, that's all. We can't do more than that. But once that is completed, then go out and play. Now don't sit here and watch that screen, because your nivritti time is over. Now go pravritti, go out and get some fresh air. So this child took the video game outside and prayed. So where I stand in life based on that, these two options, yes, two options are available, but for me actually, there's only one option. So for someone who has eaten, food is available, but the option of eating is not available because I have just eaten. For someone who has not eaten, food is available, and for that person, that choice is there. Okay, I have to eat. So, Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginam. Yes, both options are there, but ultimately there is no option. We have to understand this aspect, because when our mind starts thinking there is an option, then we will choose what is easier, what suits my lazy personality. Because all of us want to be lazy, do less and gain more. That is what all of us want, without an exception. So we say, what is easier? Sitting, and I don't have to move my hands and legs, sitting there, do something. And anyway, duties and all sometimes very heavy. I don't want to do, I don't like half of my duties, I don't like them. So it is better I just don't do that. Just sit and keep the book in front of me. Anyway, बोले समझ में नहीं आया, इतना तो बोल ही सकता हूँ मैं. पढ़ा नहीं, ऐसा नहीं बोल सकता, but ठीक है, मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ पर कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Why? Because I'm not ready for it. But that I don't accept. I say that I am pursuing knowledge, but nothing is happening to me. Because you have to do seva, you have to do karma yoga. Only then something will happen. So, here Bhagwan is saying, yes, in this world, loke asmin dvividha nishtha. These two paths. And very interestingly, if we see the Sanskrit grammar also, it says dvividha means two types. He's not saying two. He's saying two types. Nishtha is singular. So he's not saying two paths are there. He's saying a path which is two-pronged. So this is there. For example, if we go this outside road, okay, this road is called Swami Chinmayananda Marg, okay, and then from there you take a left, and it is called Golf Course Extension Road. Did the road change? Only the name has changed. When one reaches the crossroads, then the name of the road has changed, but the travel is the same. So for me, who is standing here, Golf Course Extension Road is not available right now. But once I travel through this Swami Chinmayananda Marg and reach the crossroad, then Golf Course Extension Road is available for me. Till such time, only this road is available for me. So both the roads are there. So it seems that I have an option of taking two roads, but actually I have only one option of taking the road in front of me. So he says, Lokesmin Dvividha Nishtha. Yes, twofold path is available, but Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginam. So if I am an advanced seeker, for me Jnana Yoga is available. If I am a beginner, Karma Yoga is available. Now, beginner and advanced seeker also we have to understand what is the difference. Because we may say, since 20 years I have been studying Vedanta. For me, I think I am the advanced seeker. So for me, Jnana only, and not necessarily. It is not the amount of time. Because our time period is not about what we know about this Janma. We don't know what we have done in the past so many lifetimes. Based on that, Jnana and Karma. And within this lifetime also, this Jnana and Karma will go hand in hand only. It is not that we just, Puja Gurudev, he gave the knowledge of Vedanta and said, take this knowledge and serve the world. He did not say, go to some cave and sit and meditate and realize. No, he said, go and serve the world. What does it mean? That you do take the jnana and do karma yoga. And as you do karma yoga, the jnana will become more and more clear. And when more and more clarity comes, you serve even more effectively. This continuously. Pravritti, Nivritti, that's how the whole world is sustained. And my life also is sustained. My spiritual life also is sustained by this. Jnana yoga, karma yoga. Even in our day-to-day thing, day-to-day routine also, when we wake up in the morning, mind is fresh, we've had a nice, good sleep, and the mind is sattvic, fresh, calm. At that time, you can sit down, for contemplation, for some subtler sadhanas. And then slowly, then sometimes the mind becomes more extrovert or sometimes dull also. Then we have to take up some grosser sadhanas. So we do japa. Japa also has different types. So sometimes when the mind is very focused and calm, we can do japa in the mind. But it is not calm, it is a little bit distracted, then we have to do it loudly. So when we do loudly, then the mind is gathered. And once it is gathered, then I can make it soft. Then I can do completely mentally. So this subtlety, for whom? For a person who is at that particular stage or state of mind. So Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Karma Yoga, all this is available, but I have only one. So the option is not being given here. Very, very clear Bhagwan is. But still he says, yes, everything is available. We often feel, and this is a weakness in a way, although this is the strength in reality, but it has become the weakness of we Hindus. Because what happens is, we are told, okay, we have so many different forms of God, so many different names are there, so many different types of sadhanas are there, so many ways you can worship the Lord, connect to Him. Okay, oh, so many are there. Okay, what should I do? In thinking that only my life is gone. Or sometimes, among all these options, one option is not doing anything also. But that is never there. We have to understand, no scripture is giving us any option. Here, Bhagavan is very clearly saying, there is no option. I am not giving you any option. Yes, there is a supermarket of sadhanas. Yes, we are the most advanced as far as spirituality is concerned. We have the maximum types of sadhanas. As many minds, so many types of sadhanas are there. But what suits me will be only one thing, and I have no option. I have to do it. Initially, I may also not know what it is. That is why my guru says, you do this sadhana, I do it. That's all. Then slowly, as I keep on doing, at some point I feel my mind automatically takes up to something subtler. In that same sadhana, it is possible. So that is why here Bhagwan is very clearly saying, yes, there is a twofold path, but Arjuna, for you, there is no option available. A beginner will have to start with Karma Yoga. An advanced seeker, Jnana Yoga is available. So you do that only, and you will do that only. Okay. Now after this, and already Karma Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga has been said, but these terms have been already explained in the second chapter. What is Karma Yoga? Three things. One is what is to be done, Kartavya Karma. How is it to be done? With Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. And how the results are to be accepted as Prasad Buddhi. So these three is called Karma Yoga. So this Karma Yogena Yogina. Okay. Now, we say, Acha, Bhagwan, if that is the case, then what will be the result of this karma? Because I am interested in what you are saying, I should do karma, okay. What is the result of this karma? Because honestly speaking, I don't want to do anything. That is my, I am very honest. I don't want to do anything. Is there an option available? I don't have to do anything. So Bhagavan is saying, yes, there is a state of actionlessness. It is talked about in the scriptures. Oh, really? I think I am interested in that. Actionlessness, yes, that is what. Don't tell me less actions. Huh? No, not that. Absolutely no action. Yes, yes, no action. Actionlessness means no action at all. Oh, how nice it would be. You tell me about that. Bhagavan is telling about that. That, okay, you want to go to that state of actionlessness, there is only one way. What is it? He's saying, न कर्मणामनारम्भात् नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोऽश्नुते न च सन्न्यसनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति. Says naishkarmyam, purushaha naishkarmyam ashnute. A seeker, a person, ashnute attains naishkarmyam, that state of actionlessness which is promised in the scriptures. Oh, how? Karmanam anarambhat na. Means it is not possible to attain that naishkarmya, that state of actionlessness, without acting. Without doing anything, you cannot attain the state where you don't do anything. What illogical things you are talking, Bhagwan? What is it? What has happened to you? What's wrong? No, simple. To attain the state of no eating, what should we do? Eat. If we eat, after eating, what will happen? I have attained the state where I don't have to eat. So same way, if I don't want to do anything, to attain that state where I don't have to do anything, what do I have to do? Do. That is the only way. And it is so practical, and all of us know it. It is nothing. Bhagavad Gita need not tell us this. If we are little observant in our life, we are experiencing this. All of us, we have a to-do list. Today I have to do this 10 things I want to do. I have made a list of things. Okay. Now, by the end of the day, I don't want any of this to remain. Something to be done. If all this is cancelled, then what will happen? I have nothing more to do. So to attain that nothing more to do state, I have to complete all those 10 tasks. Only then I will remain without any task. Simple. So to attain a state of actionlessness, I have to act. So what he is saying is, karmanam anarambhat, without undertaking any action, naishkarmyam na ashnute. It is not possible to attain actionlessness. Means you have to undertake karma, only then you can go beyond karma. That is the only way. So Arjun, you don't want to fight the war? No, I don't want. Then what should I do? Fight. That's the solution. So for us also, especially things we do not like to do, especially. I don't want to do this. This is an unpleasant duty. I don't like doing this. If you want to get out of that, do it. And it will be done over. And it should not be done so that you get done with it. Otherwise, it will come back. There was a very, funny incident that happened. Mahatma Gandhi ji, in I think Sabarmati Ashram, he was staying with some of the other people, his followers and all. So this Vinoba Bhave ji has written about this. So he saw, Gandhiji observed that people in the ashram are little fussy about food and all. That time Mahatma Gandhi felt that people are fussy. Today if he comes, I don't know what he will say. So he said, and these are all like Pakka Satyagrahis and Gandhians and all, those people. And they are only staying with Bapu in the ashram. So those people are little fussy. So one day he announced, I am going to cook and serve myself. So everybody was very happy and said, Bapu is going to cook and he is going to serve very good. Okay, karele ki sabji, bitter gourd. He said, I have prepared myself. Now nobody will have the courage or even the heart to refuse. So then they all were sitting. Bapu said, I am going to serve. So he served everyone. So one by one. Vinoba Bhave writes his own experience. So he did not like Karela. So he said, oh, now Bapu has given, so how can I say no? So I have to eat. So by the time Bapu finished that line, he felt that let me take it and finish it off. I'm getting done with it. Then I don't have to eat more. So let me finish this, then other food will come, at least that will not be that bad. So let me finish this. So he first took all the Karela and ate it all. So Bapu came behind, oh, you like it so much, take some more. So for escaping, if we try to do that, that will also not work. So I don't like it, let me finish off first. That is not going to work. So the point is, going through it is only growing out of it. That is the only way. So we cannot, circumvent a situation. We cannot escape. We cannot not do something and then want to be free from it. It's not going to happen. I have to do it. Sometimes it may be a pleasant duty. Sometimes it may be an unpleasant duty. But pleasant and unpleasant is defined by my own mind. By itself, there is nothing pleasant or unpleasant. It is a duty. It has to be done. So sometimes it becomes very, very difficult for me to do. But I have to understand, if I want to grow out of it, I have to do it. I cannot avoid. I have to go through it. And if I go through it with the desire that, okay, one day, after I go through it, after that there is no more, I don't have to do it. It doesn't work like that also. It's like, morning I brush my teeth. I have brushed my teeth. Now no more. It's not going to be no more. It's going to come the same night. Again. Oh, again. Oh, winter also. Yes, you have to do. Eating. All activities, small activities and bigger things also. Everything. If it is coming and standing in front of us, I have to do it. There is no choice. But if I have to do it, I have to do it well. That is the secret of Karma Yoga. Otherwise, Karma is there. That is why in the second chapter itself, Bhagwan said, Durena Hyavaram Karma Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya. He says this Karma Yoga is superior to Karma. So I have to, anyway I have to work. Let me do the right thing. So without undertaking action, actionlessness is not possible. Okay, and he also says, Nacha sanyasanadeva siddhim samadhigacchati. One who is successful doesn't have to do anything. Now, I see a successful person, case study or a role model. Okay, this person doesn't have to do anything because he is successful. Therefore, what is this? What is a indicator of success? He doesn't have to do anything. So how do I emulate? I don't do anything, so that I'll also become successful. He says, no, this is not the right way of emulation. A successful person doesn't have to do anything. So, what is the logic I am employing? If I don't do anything, I will be successful. Is it real correct logic? This is such a fallacious logic, but then sometimes we buy. It is for ourselves we do. For others, we are all very clear. You should not do like this. You should hard work. This success comes before work only in the dictionary. In life, work, work, work. Only then success comes. What about you? I am emulating the successful people. They don't do it. They don't have to do anything. So I am also not going to do anything. That will only define my success. It is not so. And sometimes we feel so logical about it. It is so true. There was this Lokmanya Tilak ji, very interesting story. He had a friend whose son called himself an atheist, but he was not actually. Most of the children who call themselves atheists, they are not actually, but it's a fashion. So this boy, he refused to sit with his father for the daily ritualistic worship, pujas and all. So he was little worried. So he told Tilakji that you are such a good friend of mine, and why don't you advise my son? Maybe he'll listen to you because you are such a great person, and he will listen to you. So please advise him. So he asked, why are you not sitting with your father for the worship? So he says, now this boy, he could not say anything. There was no reason specifically he had. But he said, I don't see you also worshiping. Do you worship? Do you do this kind of puja? So then why should I do? So Tilakji said, come with me. He took him to the terrace. And from the terrace, he saw so many people outside. So he said, these are all Bharatiyas. These are my Bhagwan. And I offer worship to them. The day you can also see Bhagwan in these, then you come and join me in my worship. But till such time, you join your father in that worship. So it is not what we are doing, how we are doing, it is not just to get done with it also, and it is not something. So whatever I am doing, I keep doing it well so that I grow out of it. It is not that I stop doing something and then I will be successful. So a successful person doesn't have to do anything. So that does not mean if I don't do anything, I'll become successful. The logic is not that kind. So here Bhagavan is saying, Nacha sanyasanadeva siddhim samadhigacchati. Siddhim means success. Success will not be attained just by giving up the actions that you're doing. That is not the way to succeed. So on one side, without taking up actions, you cannot reach actionlessness. And by just merely giving up what you are already doing, you are not going to achieve success. So, what does it mean? You have to act, Arjun. So, the twofold path is available, but for you it is a path of action, and action also as in the spirit of karma yoga, and you better do it, because without that you are not going to achieve success. You are not going to reach a state where you don't have to do anything. And without an exception, all of us want to reach that state where we don't want to do anything. कुछ किए बिना हो सकता है काम. Then I want to do that. He was this very, 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 very lazy boy. He was saying that, no, I don't want to do anything. oh, I don't know how I can reach there. He didn't have Krishna what to do. So suddenly some genie appeared in front of him. Said, what do you want? So he said, I want something, that will make everything happen by itself. I don't have to do anything. Said, oh, that is very easy. So genie brought one remote. Said, this remote. You just press this button and whatever you have a wish, that will be fulfilled. Okay, now I am going. So he said, wait. What is it? He said, who will press the button? That I have to do. That is. So I want to be at a stage where I don't have to press a button also. Before that, something should happen. So that state, if we want, we have to undertake. Here, now after listening to this, maybe Arjuna's thought that I think I am not interested in actionlessness. Now what will you say? Because actionlessness, if I am interested in, then you will say that you have to act. I don't want to act only. And I don't want to actionless, nothing I want. I am not interested. I don't want to progress. I don't want to grow. I don't want to do anything. I am fine as I am. I don't want to do anything. I won't do anything. Bhagwan is saying that is also not an option. What is it? So he's saying in the 5th verse, Nahi kaschit kshanamapi जातु तिष्ठत्य कर्म कृत कार्यते ह्यवशः कर्म सर्वः प्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः. He says, oh dear Arjuna, kshanamapi, even for a moment, na kaschit akarmakrit tishtati. Nobody can remain without performing any action, even for a moment. Now, to understand this, we have to first define action. Then we will understand. Now, action is defined in various ways. It can be defined in various ways. But the simplest definition as given by Puja Guruji is karma wo hai jo thaka de. That doing which we feel tired is called action. Simple. This is a simple definition of action. Now, if we say, I can live without action. Okay, let's put that to test. Okay, what are you doing? Nothing. Oh, nothing. You are doing nothing. Means what? Nothing means nothing. I am just sitting. Okay, sitting. Keep sitting. How long will you sit? After some time, I am tired of sitting. I want to stand up. Tired means action. Okay. No. Then sleeping. Okay, sleep. Keep sleeping. No getting up. After some time, I am tired of sleeping. How much can one sleep? Action. Eating, talking, listening, everything. Whatever we may imagine, even if it may be passive, but passive also is an action. You're watching a movie. You say, watching a movie, what is there? There is no tiredness. Okay, keep watching. People watch all night. The capacities are different. Stamina is very different. That's a different thing. Few seasons of serials also can be done one after the other, back to back over. But after some time, I'm tired of watching movie. How many movies can I watch? Enough is enough now. Now I forgot which movie story was where and which story who went where and all. I completely confused. Over. Now I'm tired. Now I don't want to eat. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go there. I don't want to. Traveling also. We travel. After some time, tired of traveling. Enough. Now I am going to be at home. Okay, be at home. After being at home, I am tired of being at home. I want to go out somewhere. Sitting, standing, sleeping, everything. Not even for 1 second can we remain without action. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtati akarmakat. Without performing action, one cannot live even for a moment. Nobody. No, I will decide. I have a lot of willpower. I will decide not to do anything. Okay, decide. Sit down. After some time, karyate hi avashah karma. Sarvav prakriti jair gunaihi. Everyone will be forced and pushed into something or the other because of their own inherent tendencies. Our own gunas, sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna, it will make us do things. We cannot live without action. It's not possible. Tamo guna suddenly comes, slept. Then Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnam. Oh, class over. Refreshing class today. Done. So, Rajogun comes, then doesn't let us sit properly also. Suddenly, I want to, early in the morning, to sit there, meditation. Rajogun comes. Then, get up. Rajogun will not let us sit down. So, get up, turn on the heater and come. Okay, heater. Then, it is too warm, keep it a little far away. Okay, little far. How about a cup of tea? Ah, that is good. That will be nice. So, Rajogun will not let us sit down. And that is why sometimes we get mixed up. When I lie down in the bed, that's when I remember I am very fresh, very fertile mind. All ideas are coming, all plans are happening, everything is coming. And then when I sit down to do something, that I should sleep. This is exactly what happens to us. Sir, Prakriti Jair Gunai. So our whatever we have trained our mind to be, whatever baggage we are carrying from the past lifetime, all this is driving our life. We cannot live without doing anything. It's not possible. So many people, they decide that I am giving up my job, quitting. I just want to live life of a recluse. I have nothing to do with this world. And then in no time, there'll be so and so consultants, private limited. Because I don't want to work, but I can give advice, no? So I am a consultant now. So consultancy started. Then slowly they'll start writing books. See, every American president, after their tenure, one book will come out minimum. All of them. Always. Because the Rajogun has not yet gone. So something I have to do. So that time people were listening to me because I was in the office. Now nobody listens to me. So I'll write. Now read. And only free distribution because anyway nobody is going to buy. So you read this. And then they'll call back after 1 month. Did you read? What did you read? How many pages you read? Or what did you like? You tell me. I am not exaggerating. I am not talking about the US presidents, but other people I'm talking about. It happens. Because that Rajogun is there, and then we feel that we have suddenly become very sattvic and we want to, but it is that sattvic jhatka only happens for some time. Like that electric shock little bit, and then I suddenly feel that I'm energized like that. So, not even for a second, and this is Bhagwan's words. Bhagwan's words need not have any explanation or any proof is not required. Bhagwan himself is saying means it is truth only. And it is seen, the truth of this is seen in our own lives. That not even for a second we are able to sit without doing anything because we are carrying all this. The cause of action we have not understood. And if we don't understand the cause of action, we will never be able to reach the state of actionlessness. It is not possible. Why are we acting? It is very beautifully analyzed in our scriptures. Why do we act? So any action, behind the action there is a desire. The desire may be selfish, selfless, that is not a point here. The point is there is a desire which will prompt us into action. Because any gross manifestation will have a subtle beginning. So some desire would come, let me do this. So that desire will come. Okay, where is this desire coming from? This desire is coming from a feeling of incompleteness. That I am incomplete by myself. If I do this, I will feel more complete. If I am able to go there, I will feel more complete. If I am able to get this, I will feel more complete. So there is some feeling of incompleteness, and in order to make it complete, I try and get, these are the desires. So action, behind the action, the cause of the action is a desire. Desire, the cause of the desire is a feeling of incompleteness. Now what is this feeling of incompleteness coming from? The lack of knowledge that I am already complete. So the ignorance of my complete self is the cause for this feeling of incompleteness, which gives rise to desire, which gives rise to action. So now what is the ultimate cause of action? It is ignorance. Ignorance of my own self. So it is ignorance which has given rise to desire, which has given rise to action. So if I want to escape action, I cannot escape in the realm of desire and action. I have to go to the root cause, and that's where I have to get knowledge. Now we say, that is why I want only knowledge. Yes, very good. So we must want knowledge. But how can I get knowledge? Will desire, till the time desire is there, will those desires let me go past them to pursue knowledge? No. Because the desires are there in between. So the desires will not help, let me. Second thing, the effect of desires, that is the action, I am already busy with action. So when I am already busy with action, prompted by these desires, when will I get time to pursue knowledge? This knowledge of the self. We are not talking about knowledge about the world. Knowledge about the world is also an action. That also we are doing. But knowledge of the self, I have to go beyond this. These desires have to calm down. Only then I can go and work on that state of ignorance. And that the desires will not allow. So how to get rid of desires is the next question. Now, how to get rid of desires? Now, the actions which are an effect of desires, that action only will help us to get rid of desire. How is that possible? That is what is karma yoga. That is what Bhagwan is going to give us the secret. Already in a nutshell has been given in the second chapter, but in the third chapter he is elaborating. So this is what is the most important point, because when we are solving a problem, if it is only a symptomatic treatment, it might appear like the problem is cured, but it has not been cured, it will recur. And that is why many people say, no, you do pranayama, your mind will be peaceful. Yes, it will be peaceful. For how long? It will be peaceful, no doubt about it. Pranayama, prana and the mind are connected to each other. As soon as you do pranayama for some time, the mind will become peaceful. There is no choice. It will happen, definitely. But for how long? And can I keep doing pranayama all the time? It's not possible. Because the desires are again going to come back. The thoughts, agitations are going to come back. And behind that is that ignorance. And because of that ignorance, I'm going to be persecuted at the level of the mind through these desires and agitations, and at the level of the body through these different varied actions, which I feel that I'm helplessly doing. So here Bhagwan says, yes, there is a path of knowledge, there is a path of action, but it is serial, it is not parallel. So path of action will lead us to path of knowledge. So if you have already reached there, path of knowledge is available for you. But till you reach there, path of action has to be taken. And when we pursue this path of action in the right spirit, that is Karma Yoga, then what happens? That all the existing desires, the vasanas, all that get exhausted and nothing new is created. This is what is this beauty of Karma Yoga. And because act we must. Not even 1 second we can live without action. Means what? Action is compulsory. Now, if we have to act, better to do that which will get us out of this action forever, rather than doing something which we have to again and again act. So why should I not do something that will free me from all action forever, rather than taking up so many actions? Once, it is in the context of charity, but then action also is very easy to understand here. These Pandavas, and they felt, especially Arjuna was a very good friend of Shri Krishna, very close to him. So he told Krishna that, all the time, and Krishna was praising Karna's charity, Dhanveer Karna, Dhanveer Karna. Arjuna was saying, enough of Dhanveer, Dhanveer. My brother, Yudhishthir also is Dhanveer only. What are you talking? So he said, oh, no, but nobody can be compared to Karna. He said, no, now don't tell me. Okay, let us have a test. Okay, let's have a test. Then, okay. So Bhagwan with his Maya created two big mountains of gold called Yudhishthir. Yudhishthir, there's a mountain of gold. What will I do with this? I don't want. He said, no, you can give charity. Oh, yeah, sure. That is very good. I'll be very happy. He called his brothers and started, big vessels and all. He started digging and giving everybody. Then he brought Karna. Karna, come here. This mountain of gold. Then I don't want. Why? What will I do with it? So no, you can give it for charity. Okay. He called one farmer was going. Hey, farmer, come here. Huh? This mountain is yours. Take. Went. Oh. The point is, there, of course, the highlight of the story was the charity. But the point here in this context is that action, if we say that we are acting, there are lots of other consideration because of it we are acting. But if we do it in the spirit of Karma Yoga, it is going to, we will be out of it. We will be in that state of Naishkarmya if we do it in the right. But we have to act. There is no choice. So here, although this Dvividha Nishtha is there, he says you have to act wisely. Act in such a way that you get out of it forever. Don't act where you have to come back. And Bhagwan Shankaracharya Ji very beautifully says in the introduction to Vishnu Sahasranama, he says that anyway in worldly pursuits also there is effort involved. You have to work hard. And for spiritual pursuits also you have to work hard. The difference is in the results. In worldly pursuit, same hard work, and you will get finite results. In a spiritual pursuit, same hard work, you will get infinite result. Means you will not have to do anything more after that. So what is a wiser thing to do? Do that which will give infinite results. Samanepi ayase. Alpa prayasam analpa phalam. That is what is this. So here Bhagwan is giving us the secret. He is saying, logically speaking, Arjun, giving up action is not the way to actionlessness, and act we must. Better take up the action in the right spirit and get out of it forever. So fight this war. There is only one option. So we are all here alive today means we are in our Kurukshetra. We have to fight our battles. We have to face the life in whichever way it is. There is no escape. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.